guys, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going with our second episode of our game with Throwins, where we review the Champions League week that just went by, how the games went, and we pick 5 of our best players from both Anthony and Jackson and put them head to head to see who will be part of our team of the week. So let's move straight into it at the goalkeeper position. So let's go with Jackson to tell us why he picked his pick for this week in the goalkeeper position.
Oh, well, Manchester United were a load of shite, but I think De Gea deserves some recognition. I think he saved them from losing 2-1 at the very end, right before Ronaldo scored, and I think that they should be praising him. He might only be the 6th, 7th best goalkeeper in the league, but he's done well here. He has his nights, and this was definitely one of his nights.
Thank you, Jackson. Okay, we'll move over to Anthony to tell us why he picked his pick for this week for the goalkeeper position.
I wanted to go De Gea as well, to keep it interesting. I went for Szczesny from Juve. Juve-Chelsea. Juve beat Chelsea 1-0. Not going to talk about that. I don't
Definitely
want to
not. Yeah, exactly.
But Chelsea had 16 shots throughout the whole game. I think Szczesny to keep out that lethal attack of Lukaku, Ziyech and Havertz up top is no mean feat. So Szczesny's my pick.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. They're both pretty good picks for the goalkeeper position this week. So let's jump straight forward to the question. So my first question for you two is, who was the first player from Ivory Coast to win the Uefa Champions League? Now, you can give me the player, but we'll solidify the answers if you can give me the team and the year as well.
Team and the year.
Can you repeat the question?
Who was the first player from Ivory Coast to win the UEFA Champions League?
One of 2 players, obviously.
I'm just sending this to Matt, and that's going to have to do it.
And then team.
Yep.
And year.
Okay, so the answers are locked in, everybody. So I'll remind everyone the question, who was the first player from Ivory Coast to win the UEFA Champions League? So both Jackson and Anthony have gone for Drogba at Chelsea when they won against Bayern Munich. And I'm sorry to disappoint you boys, but you're both wrong.
Was it Toure?
The answer was Yaya Toure in 2009.
What?
When he was at Barca.
Shit,
that's a blunder, boys. That's a blunder.
This now comes down to my decision for those who haven't been watching the first week.
I'll put him in there.
I'm putting in David De Gea.
I blundered that one.
Yes,
I knew it as well.
yes,
I knew it as
you
well.
boys did. But
God, he was at Bayern. Barca.
That's okay. We move. And we'll move on to the defender position. And I'll get Anthony this time to tell us his pick and why he picked the particular pick.
All right. So I actually I went for Marquinhos at PSG. I've got another PSG player in there, but Marquinhos had a pretty good game, I think. To keep out Man City with that 2-0 win is, again, pretty impressive. So it was Marquinhos, Kimpembe, and it was a real 50-50 toss of the coin for those two. Man City had some really good stats. I mean, 18 shots, 7 on target against PSG. So equally could have picked Donnarumma for the goalkeeper. But yeah, I think Marquinhos did well to kind of solidify that back line with the experience he has.
Okay, thank you very much, Anthony. Now we'll move over to Jackson to get his opinion on the player he picked.
So, some of us are trying to keep things interesting here. You know, I went to look at one of the big upsets of the week. Real Madrid came at Sheriff Tiraspol really hard. They came at him really aggressive, really attacking, and most defenses would have fallen beneath that attack. But not Sheriff. Now, I could have picked anyone from that back line of Sheriff. They were all incredible, but I think I'm going to single out Arabalada.
I can't even say
my bad. Arboleda. He's a Colombian defender who was immense in every aspect. He was winning aerial duels. He was shutting down long shots, and he was quick as well. Yeah. They couldn't get behind him. I think in every respect, he summarizes how good that back line was and why Sheriff deserved the win.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much for that, Jackson. Okay, so question time, everyone. Okay, so my question for you boys is, which player holds the record for the most assists in a single Champions League season.
Oh.
Now, what will solidify your answer is how many assists and what season as well.
Ooh.
Well,
I actually think I know who this is, you know. I feel like I read this recently. Was it? And you want... So you want a player?
I will accept the player, but if you give me the player, the number of assists, and the year, then you'll be locked in to win it.
I don't know.
If I get this wrong, I'm going to be pissed off.
Now, one of you has the right answer, and one of you doesn't.
Oh boy. I could be so wrong it's not funny, but I'm pretty confident.
There's two answers. Jackson with Ronaldo, 7 points, 2015, 2016, and Anthony James Milner, 9 points, 2018.
Surely.
So the player that holds the record for the most assists in the single Champions League season is James Milner with 9 assists in the 2017-2018 season.
I know that Ronaldo...
It was 9 assists, yes.
Ronaldo holds the most assists of any player in the competition.
Like
so I just hope he had a really good one. Yeah.
Like
I hoped he had a really good season individually, but he just must have had a number. Yeah.
He probably did. Those numbers are probably pretty correct. But yeah, I think I remember reading Milner the other day.
Shit.
So, Marquinhos, in you go, brother.
That's rough.
In you go. That's right. But to be fair, I think your shout was a little bit better at centre back.
Cruel.
I mean,
it's cruel.
If it come down to it, I knew who I was going to pick, but Ethan got the question right. Okay, so let's move on to the midfield. And now I see Jackson has picked his position for the midfield, so we'll start with Jackson.
Yeah, I'm going to give my respect to Federico Chiesa as the man who scored the goal against Chelsea in Juve's 1-0 win. His overall play was really good. The goal was good. It was smart. And Chelsea just weren't prepared for him. I think that a player like him, I really liked him. I liked him at the Euros, and I liked him this game week, and I'd love to see him in the Premier League.
Definitely. That's good. We'll move on to Anthony now to give us his opinion on one of his midfielders.
So we've bended the rules both just a little bit. We're including wingers as midfielders and strikers solely as our forward.
Okay.
So I've actually gone Mo Salah. Salah had a pretty good game. Scored twice against Porto in a 5-1 win. Scored in the 18th and the 60th minute, and Liverpool were just all over him, right? So 21 shots, 13 on target. Mo Salah played a massive part in that, right? I think he's sitting on about 80% pass accuracy, which is pretty good for Mo Salah. And he's had 5 shots on target over his 2 games, so that's no mean feat. So
that's some good stats. So now, for my question to you boys. This is going to be a bit different to the last 2 questions I've asked. Can you name the top 5 players with the most Champions League appearances?
Ooh.
Now, so there's 5 of them, and whoever gets the most correct will win this.
Okay.
You don't have to give me appearance numbers, just the most out of the 5.
Most appearances.
So
most
1,
out of the 5.
2. 3. I have a feeling this could be a bad shout. 4 and 5. I feel like I've got at least 4 out of the 5 right.
No, I don't. I'm not confident on this one.
So I can tell you one of you is right and one of you is wrong.
As in, one of us has got 5 out of 5?
One of you has got 5 out of 5, and one of you...
Not me.
One of you have got 1 out of 5.
Yes, yeah.
So...
1 out of 5?
I'm guessing you guys can tell who's won. Anthony won, so the top 5 in appearances is Ronaldo, and then you got Casillas, and then you got Xavi, Lionel Messi, and Ryan Giggs, and Anthony got all 4 of them.
Who did I miss?
You got, all 5 of them, sorry, my bad. Anthony got all 5 of them.
Ryan Giggs, I wasn't too confident on, but I'm like, man and I was so confident.
He just snuck in there 145.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I was worried.
Sorry to see you.
Can we have a couple of Jackson's picks? Obviously, CR7.
Yeah. So, Jackson had Ramos, Varane, Messi, Raul, and Samuel Eto'o.
Varane maybe not, but
Varane maybe
Ramos
not.
would be pretty close, you'd think.
Yeah.
No.
Ramos
Plays every game.
wasn't far off Ryan Giggs, I believe, but Ryan Giggs just had him. Messi 150, Xavi 151, Casillas 177, and I believe Ronaldo, at the time I made these questions, was about a week and a half ago, so Ronaldo might have an extra 2 on him now, so he might be 179, 180 at this point.
Tell you what, all your picks were good shouts, though, to be honest.
They were very good. All right, so let's. I'm sorry, Jackson, but I'm gonna have to put Mo Salah in there, even though
I'm fine. Mo Salah had a good one. That's fine. They beat Porto like 5-1.
Yeah,
true. That's true. Even though Federico Chiesa is close to my heart, being an Italian boy, but we're gonna have to move on to the second.
Gonna have to leave him
position.
now.
Notice how there's no Hungarians on there.
None.
Are we banned from playing now because of what happened?
Yes,
maybe.
What happens now?
So we're going to move on to the second midfield position, and we'll start with Anthony's pick for this one.
All right, so I went again a winger, bit scummy, but I went for Lionel Messi. He got his maiden goal. He got his very first goal for PSG. So again, he's had a pretty rough start to his life in Paris, and people were writing him off, saying he wasn't going to be any good this season. And PSG didn't dominate the game, but just want to put Messi in there as a shout, you know. And the goal was spectacular. It was truly superb. It was a great 1-2 pass, and then a huge kick to finish in the top right bin. So really, really, really fantastic strike.
Game deserves his recognition. He was incredible in this game, really put Real Madrid's defense to the sword and always looked dangerous. And I think he deserves to be in this team. I'm giving it another go. A sheriff player needs to be in this team, so I've got a second chance here.
Okay, well, I will try and get him in this team with this question for you boys. So
Stop cheating now.
The question I have for you is a bit different to the last 3 questions as well. All right, so here it is. I became the first player to reach the Champions League quarterfinal with 4 separate teams: Kaiserslautern, Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, and Chelsea. Who am I?
Oh, no. Oh.
And if you want me to repeat the question, I can repeat the question.
Repeat the question, please.
Okay. I became the first player to reach the Champions League quarterfinals with 4 separate teams: Kaiserslautern, Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, and Chelsea. Who am I?
Got it wrong.
See, I have a player in mind, but I don't know how to spell his name.
Does it start with a C?
Ooh, no.
No, it
It does
doesn't.
not. I've sent an answer to Matt. Matt, I think you should recognise who this player.
I recognise who both of your players are, and why don't you two boys tell me who you picked first before I review the answer?
Jackson.
Anthony.
Oh,
Anthony, go
I'm
on.
embarrassed.
Anthony, come on.
Thinking back on it now, he never played at these teams except for Chelsea. I don't even. I think I've had a bit of a blunder here, boys. I put Quadrado, and that is so very wrong.
Yep.
I put Andre Schürrle because I know he was at Chelsea, and I knew he was in those German leagues. Who he played for, I don't know, but I know he was at Chelsea for a time.
So both
Quadrado, man.
both of you are wrong.
Quadrado only played at Chelsea, and that was just the first name I picked. So I'm like, oh,
The answer is Michael Ballack.
Well,
okay.
Matt, that was rubbish.
What do you mean that was
that
rubbish?
was rubbish.
What do you mean that was
Who's
rubbish?
going to get that?
That's a pretty good feat, reaching the quarterfinals with 4 separate teams.
It's a great feat, but I'm not going to get it.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right.
We go.
Take
We
your
go.
pick.
Go on,
I
Matt.
assume you're
That's okay.
picking the sheriff boy.
I am picking the Sheriff player. I'm picking Thor from Sheriff.
Yeah. Sweet.
That's fair. That's fair.
God
Can't
damn it.
complain about that.
Okay.
Damn, I feel like an idiot. I put Quadrado, and the only link to that question was Chelsea.
Where else did Andre Schürrle play? Was he at Dortmund or Bayern?
He played at Dortmund, I'm pretty sure, because he played with Marco Reus at Dortmund.
Yeah, he played at Dortmund, not Bayern. There you go.
All right, so
you're right.
yeah, he was.
Not quite.
Let's move on to the last position, the striker position. So, can we get Jackson to tell us about his striker pick?
Another out there shout. Barcelona had a terrible day, and most teams would have beaten that Barcelona side the way they were playing. But I think Nunes deserves some respect on his name for scoring 2 goals, getting a brace against Barcelona. One of them was a penalty, but the other one was quite a sleek goal, smart goal. So I was very happy to see that, and I think that I think this is another player that we need a player from that match in here, and I think that should be Nunes.
Okay, thanks very much, Jackson. So Anthony, can you tell us about your player?
So I picked, again, for the second week in a row, I picked Lewandowski. He scored twice in their 5-0 win against Dynamo Kiev. He scored a penalty and then one from open play. Pretty big game for him because he's broken a record. He set a new record. So he's got the longest winning run by any player with 18 games in a row.
It's a good record.
So it's pretty impressive for him.
It is.
I don't really think I need to say anything else. I mean, Bayern dominated Dynamo. So it was, I think, 22 shots and 7 or 8 on target. So it's unbelievable. But yeah,
that's all right. Let's get
with 2 goals. Yeah.
That's all good. Let's get straight into the final question then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the question I've got to you, it's going to be a bit easier than the initial question I had picked for this, but let's go straight for it. How many UEFA Champions League finals have been decided by penalties? And you'll get bonus points, or you'll be a shoe-in to this question if you can tell me what finals they were. Just a year or a team.
Is this now? I don't know. Are we referring to finals pre-1999 as well?
No.
92.
92.
No.
Closest answer wins.
Closest answer wins. And you can also solidify your answer if you can give me the years as well.
No. No.
I don't think I can name a year.
I've sent an answer to Matt.
Okay, all right. I might go like this, and I'll pop a couple of years in for you. So I know that there was absolutely this one. And I'll pop another year just to be safe because I know it was this one as well.
Okay, so you've both given me 5 years.
Ooh.
Then there you go.
But Anthony has given me 2 years. So the answer is 3, right? So you both have given me 5. Yeah, the answer is 3. The answer is 2007, 2008, Man United, Chelsea, 6-5 penalties. 2011, 2012, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, 4-3 penalties. 2015, 2016, Madrid, Atletico, 5-3 penalties.
Was there not a single penalty shoot down in the 90s at all?
Not that I can remember, or I've just taken it from 1992 onwards. But these are the only ones that I've found in UEFA Champions League history in the Champions League final.
It's all right.
So, considering that you both have got 5, but Anthony had 2 of the years, I'm going to give it to Anthony.
Yeah, I just didn't put any of the years. So, yeah.
That's good. Both good shouts for the player.
They were. So, that's our team of the week, everyone, for a game with throw-ins for the Champions League week. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and hope you guys had a great week watching the Champions League games. I know we did. There were some very interesting results this week, and we'll talk about them more in our next episode. We'll talk about the Champions League as a whole in our next episode. If you guys have any more feedbacks or any more comments, please put them in the comment section down below. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Catch ya.